Good evening, Central Georgia. This is meteorologist Taylor Stephenson tracking a severe thunderstorm warning now in parts of northwestern Central Georgia. So I will turn it so you can see my face. Let's see if we can do that. Maybe not for today. Weather router seems to be a little bit on the fritz. But that's okay. What you need to see is this severe thunderstorm warning. So we have a couple in parts, one just outside of our area and one in the area. So the one on the bottom is in our area. That's really for Monroe County. It does include Lamar as well as parts of Butts County, but really mainly for the High Falls area right along I-75. This is until 7:45 p.m. And the Weather Service is saying that this has 60-mile-per-hour winds. Of course, when you get those heavy downpours, that's what you really get to. Plus, you also have hail quarter-sized. So if anybody lives in High Falls area along the I-75 corridor, north of Forsyth, then you guys need to be inside, away from windows. And at any point, especially after this storm moves out of the area, if you see any type of pictures of damage or hail, make sure to send them my way. You can send them to the newsroom at news@13wmaz.com through email or DM one of the meteorologists here so that we can show them later and, of course, help verify with the Weather Service up in Peachtree City. Now, that's the one that's in Central Georgia. This other one is also just outside of our area and really is now for Jackson in Butts County. I'm sure they'll continue to move this one, and I'll show you which one I'm talking about. Move this little polygon, the one on the top right of your screen, a little bit more to the west that encompasses, because the heaviest rain is really right here where you see those pinks. For places that are in High Falls, the heaviest rain is really going to be just north of High Falls, right here on the southern edge of the southern edge of the Butts and Monroe County lines, kind of at that little trifecta of Butts, Lamar, and Monroe counties along 75. So if you were planning to head on 75 anywhere near High Falls or north of Forsyth, I would say do not go as of yet. Really heavy downpours, lots of lightning in the area. We'll check for some hail because that's what they were seeing for the severe thunderstorm warning. Of course, they were seeing those 60-mile-per-hour winds at the surface. To get a severe thunderstorm warning, you need winds of 58 miles an hour. So, of course, they're getting that plus some quarter-sized hail. So let's pull up those hail reports. Here we go. Right now, I'm not seeing any hail with this. Oh, there we go. Now it's coming through. Again, like I said, those places where we saw the pinks in that kind of reflectivity is what we call it, where we can see like the heaviest rain. That's where that heaviest rain was. That's where that hail core is. Again, kind of near the meeting point of the Lamar, Monroe, and Butts County lines. I'm about to pull up the Facebook Live so that I can answer any questions you guys may have. Now, the good thing about all this is that the storms for today are going to be into the northwestern counties, so a lot of us will not see rain, just not enough to support those thunderstorms for today. But for the people up here into Monroe County, you're definitely seeing some. But again, that hail core right here, that's only going to be about, again, that quarter-sized hail. So we're not talking super, super large hail, but we are seeing just a little bit. Okay, let's see if I can. I don't know if oh, I see. You can't even see the radar. That is, if you can close your eyes, you can see it. Yes, we definitely need to change that. So I've been talking this whole time. I'm so glad I got on Facebook. I will change it. We are on the wrong camera. That would help if we could switch to the right camera. Sorry, y'all. We're getting ready for a log call after this, since that's going after our 11 o'clock show. So we like to move that, but hopefully we can get the right camera pulled up. Yeah, sometimes we have these funny moments. This is what Barney was talking about when you meant use the imagination. Yeah, we have these funny moments. News is not always gonna be the perfect thing. We do have stuff like this, like these bloopers where you're seeing law call when you really should be seeing the map. It's funny to me too. Obviously, this is not the most fun situation to be in. It's not the most funny situation, but I can definitely see why you guys are laughing, because I would be laughing too. Yeah, sorry you guys. We're trying to work on it. Our engineer says he doesn't know what's going on. I know. I would definitely take this as a laughing moment. It is a nice desk, isn't it? Yeah, these lawyers, like they if you want to watch Law Call, it's after 11 o'clock show, starting at 11:30-ish. Call in for like your any type of law needs you have. There's usually 2 to 3 lawyers. But yeah, so that's what you're seeing. Yeah, I would be here for the comments too, Virginia, because I don't know why we're still, seeing the desk. No, Dennis said, what a great way to go out. No, I know. Isn't that the most embarrassing? I feel like I can see my face now. I can't see it on the Facebook Live, but they're trying to fix it. It definitely is a great way to go out. It is my last day. So, of course, I just can't go out that smooth. We had to have, a big thing kind of go on. So, yeah, life does happen. Oh man, this is actually really funny. What area is that for? So again, we have this show called Law Call. It happens after the 11 o'clock shows on a lot of Sundays. But basically the lawyers will have a topic for the day and you can call in using whatever number they provide on the screen and you can ask them questions. Yeah, it's technical difficulties. Like y'all said, if I was to go out on my last day any other way, I just don't think it'd be appropriate, because I feel like this is definitely very kind of full picture of me. Just, it's okay. We all make mistakes. I make mistakes all the time, you guys. I know a lot of times you don't see them, but this is just one of them. And it's something we have to live with. But again, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning in place for Monroe County. It's really for High Falls. We're seeing quarter-size hail. That's what I'm on for. But again, we're trying to fix this whole thing. Y'all are so sweet. I'm gonna miss y'all too. Thank y'all. Where am I going? So people are asking where I'm going. I am going to Norfolk, Virginia. That is Southeast Virginia. For those who don't know, I'll be covering Southeast Virginia and Northeast North Carolina. I'm going to the Tegna station. So our parent company is Tegna. I guess I technically could go to the desk, but I don't want this to be more inappropriate, obviously more of a big thing than it has to be. So I'm just gonna stay away from the desk and just make sure that, we're communicating properly. But basically I'm going to Norfolk, Virginia, and it's our Tegna station. So Tegna is our parent company. So it's a promotion through the Jordan, I did take your advice and try to switch the camera, but it isn't. Well, first of all, hi, Jordan. And I did take your advice and try to switch the camera, but the weather router is not working. So I can't fix it from my side. Now y'all can't hear me. Let's see. Hopefully, someone say if they can hear me? I hope that someone can, if y'all can hear me. Okay, great. Y'all are so sweet. Janice, I wish we could go off the air, but the thing about it is it's our prerogative to keep people safe. So even if I can't show you, I can at least tell you there's a severe thunderstorm warning in place for places like High Falls. It's just our policy that I have to be on air. And it's really important. I want to keep people safe in Lamar and Monroe counties. So even if you can't see me, I think it's still important that we do show, especially for the people who live up there. And it is a Sunday night, so maybe some people are going to be traveling between Atlanta and Macon at this time. So I think it is a little bit important. Perfect. Thank y'all for saying that you can hear me. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. I'm just trying to keep it funny. Like, any other questions? Because I'm just like, you know, it's kind of hard when you guys can't see the radar. Like, that's the whole point. But we do have people behind the scenes trying to fix this. Oh, that's so cool that you used to live in Virginia Beach, Raquel. Like, my dad is born and raised in Portsmouth. And my grandparents lived there for 60 years. Like I told y'all on Facebook and like on live. Unfortunately, both my grandparents have passed away. Like actually all of my grandparents have passed away. So it's kind of like a bittersweet moment. But my grandma really, really wanted me to work in her viewing area. So I know that, like I told y'all on Wednesday, I know she orchestrated it. Oh, that's true too. Could I stand in front of the green screen? I'm gonna ask that. That's a really good point, David. Can I stand in front of the green screen? It might take a little bit of time for me to get that set up, but actually that's a good point. I probably could stand on the green screen. See, this is why we had the Facebook comments on. Y'all are really helping me right now because I was like, we're just gonna try to wait until but I can try to see if we can get the green screen up. Thank y'all for staying. For those who have stayed on this live, I know it's like, why am I listening to this if I can't see anything? But you know, it is what it is. Okay, if you can hear me typing, I'm trying to log into the green screen one. We have a little laptop we can use that we usually use, you know, obviously for like bigger severe weather days. So Wanda, this is a good question. Do I have family up there? I kind of do. So I have a great uncle who still lives up there, who's my grandfather's brother, but that's about it in the area. Most people have moved out to like Williamsburg or, you know, other parts of Virginia, or they live, you know, in the DMV area. So like Baltimore, or they live in New York City, stuff like that. So I have people in the area that I can tap to. Plus I have a good friend from college. Actually my sorority sister lives up there. So in Virginia Beach. So our engineer did say we could use the green screen. So I'm gonna try to do that. Because I do definitely want to, since y'all have been so kind, I would love to show you what I'm talking about and not make it seem like I'm a crazy person about this severe thunderstorm warning. But of course, the graphic is already pushed to our meteorologist's page. So if you really want to see the actual post, like you could go see that now. Four, three, six. I'm trying to send this. I'll verify with something else. I'll get a push notification. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna hope we can check it to the green screen. Waiting for confirmation. Yeah, it is my last night. It's crazy because like I really have not, like I don't think it's really settled in that this is truly my, like I only have one show left. I think it's super, super weird just because I've been here for 2 years, you know? So I'm usually tomorrow I would get in at 9:30, but I don't even have to wake up until, you know, later in the day because I don't have to work. So I get 1 week off and then I'll be moving to Virginia. Okay, let's see. Trying to see if there's no sessions in this queue. Okay. Thank y'all for sending weather reports. Yeah, it is breezy, but honestly, it was a really nice day today. Like, it was actually really nice in Macon. Obviously, some places got some type of rain. Okay, no. If you can hear me in the control room or in the newsroom, I'm pulled up on the computer, the laptop, in the weather center, like on the green screen. So I can see it I can kind of see it. We'll see if they can pull me up. No, literally completely, like the weather screen was like, we are not gonna cooperate today. The warning still goes until 30 for another 30 minutes. We have people actively working on this, so that might be smart too. Just moving the camera itself. Okay, so you should see the camera moving, hopefully. Aha, okay, we're just gonna do it this way. This is called, ingenuity. Thank you, and everybody say thank you to Rad, our engineer. He's doing a great job trying to figure out what's going on. Because I do want to actually show y'all. Oh, why don't I just do that from the Weather Center and just move that over there? Does that work, Rad?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Watch out, watch out. That TV's caught. Okay, cool. All right, we're going to actually show you the radar. This is a long time coming, you guys. Okay, can we actually turn it the other direction so they can just see me at the wall? Is that possible?
We're going to take this camera 4.
Because right now it's showing the wall.
Tell them to take camera 4.
Or
Take camera 4.
take camera 4, yeah. But it says camera 4 is already taken, so we'll see. If not, I'm gonna stand in front of the green screen while y'all do that, so at least they can at least see my face. Okay, you guys, well, I'm here. So right now, of course, you cannot see the actual radar. We are still working on that. At least you can see my face, right? But we do have a severe thunderstorm warning in place for Monroe County. It's really for parts of High Falls. It's until, they said 7:45. So what we're looking at is really those wind gusts up to 60 miles an hour, some of the hail near quarter size. Again, if you're in the High Falls area, if you're gonna drive somewhere into North Monroe County, don't do it. Please just wait until that storm passes. It's pretty slow moving. I'm about to look up how fast it's moving. So the good thing about Twitter is that I follow the National Weather Service on Twitter and get their updates, so I can talk to you a little bit about that. So yeah, this one's for winds up to quarter size hail. Again, the population in that area is about 21,000, and it has quarter size hail possible. So what we're gonna do is, okay, great. I'm gonna see if y'all can see me. Ooh, can we see the radar now? Let's see. I'm trying to make sure it updates on Facebook. There we go. We have the radar. Okay. Thank you guys for staying with us. Thank you so much. We did have technical issues, of course, for those who are joining us or who are going to be staying with us. We've been having technical issues with the live, trying to get that from log call to now. But thankfully, we do have it now, so I can actually show you what is going on in the area. So for us, okay, let's see if I can zoom in. It's a little harder on this small computer. But here is the severe thunderstorm warning I've been talking about for the past, 10 minutes. This is a severe thunderstorm warning for High Falls. Again, look at all that lightning in there. This is for Monroe, Lamar, and parts of Butts County. This is until 7:45 tonight. Again, lots of lightning coming down. Again, the heavier rain is now starting to move out into parts of Lamar County. Now, Lamar County is not our DMA, but of course, we still want to keep you informed. This small part of the polygon is really going to be our DMA. And again, the heaviest rain has now moved out. What we were really looking at in terms of this was the high wind gusts up to 60 miles an hour plus the hail core. So that hail core from earlier was definitely much bigger, and I'll zoom back out so y'all can see where that hail core was earlier. So see how behind me, this was about an hour ago. This was the hail coming down this is North Monroe County. Now the hail up to this point is going to be in Lamar County, much, much smaller. I mean, this small little brown dot is what we're talking about, and that's like the dime size, pea size hail. So not the biggest hail in the world, but definitely something that the Weather Service is tracking. Let's see. Yes, we finally got it going. Okay, so let's see. So again, what we're also looking for is the winds. So again, the gustier winds, these are going towards the radar. So the radar being up as you head into Peachtree City. These are the gusty winds, but again, as those storms move out, that's where those gusty winds will start to move as well. So not really seeing much else. I will give you guys a bigger picture of what we're really seeing across the area. And this is a wide view of the southeast. So notice, like, we're not the only ones who are dealing with like these rogue severe storms, which is possible with any type of summertime day. We're also seeing those in Tennessee, parts of extreme northwestern parts of Georgia, and then just storms all across southeast with the heat of the day. We actually had temperatures today in those 80s. I'll show you what the current temperatures are for right now. Again, upper 70s, low 80s, even some mid 80s as you head into our southern counties. So lots of heat to like kind of take away or take up this energy, but we definitely had temperatures near 90 today. So it definitely was a hotter day. Let's see. Yeah, so these storms, good point, Kim. These storms are moving south and west. So they're kind of making this little bit of a move. So the storms that we're seeing are going to be confined to places west of I-75 for today. That's just where all the heat energy and the moisture is. For a lot of us, especially if you live east of 75, you didn't even see a sprinkle today. So you had a really, really beautiful day. This is what the models were really saying for today. So they were really on par with this. Again, all these storms moving out to the west. So of course, I'm gonna miss you guys too. Jordan, you can become a meteorologist. Please do. I'm gonna move this more like this so y'all don't have to like see a weird angle. I'm trying to keep my angle towards the camera. So again, that's what we're seeing. This is a severe thunderstorm warning. I'll zoom in. Wrong direction. It's just harder on this computer for me. So we are seeing some light rain in Macon, but I'm trying to move over to that severe thunderstorm warning. Because it's not including Bolingbroke. That's not where the rain is. The rain is in, I'll zoom out a little bit. That severe thunderstorm warning again is in this High Falls area. So again, winds up to 60 miles an hour, the heaviest rain now out of our DMA. I would not be surprised if they like kind of made a cutoff right here at the Lamar County line. You know how sometimes they kind of update it because these severe thunderstorm warnings, they do go on for about 45 minutes. So sometimes when it's too long, or they're like, oh, the most damaging or the most severe part of this storm has exited a county or two, they'll start to chop off those severe thunderstorm warnings. But again, even if you're living in Jackson, you're still seeing some lightning, but the heaviest stuff now out of our area. Even that severe thunderstorm warning we had earlier that was just west of Monticello and tracking into Jackson out into Lamar County, that that has not been rewarned. So that's good news. That just means that because it's almost 7:30, we're losing that heat of the day. These storms need that energy, which is heat, to get up and going. So if they don't have that, then it's not going to happen. So that's why you're kind of seeing this storm that was a little bit more put together, kind of falling apart as it heads into Lamar County. But area wide, we're not seeing much else. I will scroll down so you can see the other storms in the area. These are kind of like the biggest ones we have right now. So we have a storm as you head into Macon County and Talbot County, right here on the border, producing some rain, heavy rain, possibly a gusty wind or two. We're seeing some just west of Fort Valley into parts of Marshallville. So the Peach County, Macon County lines is also where we're seeing some of that activity growing. We're also seeing some at the Taylor County, Macon County line, starting to bubble up a little bit. Again, the heat of the day. But again, hopefully with the heat of the day losing and we're trying to get to sunset, hopefully these just fall apart and don't continue to strengthen. Again, we're not in an organized severe threat for today. So it was possible that any of these could go rogue severe, but unlikely for a lot of them. Okay, we're going to zoom out to give you the full Central Georgia picture, so I can talk about some other places. So Macon, there's a sprinkle or two near downtown. Gray, Milledgeville, Irvington, Jeffersonville, Sandersville, Wrightsville, Dublin, Eastman, Abbeville, Unadilla. All of y'all are dry. So again, it's everybody who is east of 75. You are good in terms of rain. Very, very, very unlikely you'll see rain for the rest of the day. I'm gonna look at some comments now. Someone said last day of work fun. I guess you can kind of call this fun. I think it was funny the way they started out, but you know, again, sorry for those technical difficulties. Okay, and this severe thunderstorm warning has now been dropped. So I'm glad we got to show you this radar image. I'm sorry, this is acting up a little bit. But even the severe thunderstorm warning we had in parts of Monroe County has now been dropped. So I don't know why it keeps doing that. I'll go right back to the radar. There we go. So that severe thunderstorm warning that we were just talking about has been dropped. But again, still some heavy lightning, heavy downpours, strong lightning, heavy downpours as you head into North Monroe County, Lamar County, into parts of Butts County. For us, again, no active severe thunderstorm warnings. We just have these few storms west of I-75. So for now, I'm going to sign off. I will still be around to make sure nothing really pops off. We will continue to be at the wall this time, just so we can make sure we can get all those technical difficulties worked through. Thank you guys so much for those who stayed to listen to this and to, you know, let us get through these difficulties together. It's not always going to be sunshine and rainbows. So I appreciate you guys. Okay, peace out. I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening.